Let's talk about a car that has lived two completely different lives. One as a rugged, body-on-frame Isuzu in a Honda costume, and another as a shorter, meaner, and more adventurous version of the Honda Pilot. We're talking about the Honda Passport. If you're in the market for a mid-size SUV, you've probably noticed that the Passport is in a bit of a Goldilocks zone. It's bigger and more capable than a CR-V, but it doesn't feel like you're driving a school bus like the Pilot. Today, we're looking at 30 years of data, from the rust era of the 90s to the tech-heavy modern crossovers. We've analyzed CarComplaints, NHTSA recalls, and technical service bulletins to bring you the definitive guide on the Honda Passport best years to buy used. We'll cover the reliable gems, the best and worst of the bunch, and the specific years to avoid so you don't get stuck with a lemon. Let's get into it. The years to avoid completely. High risk. Number 1. 1994 Honda Passport. If you are looking for the Honda Passport best years to buy used, 1994 is at the bottom of the list. Why? It's a literal time capsule in the worst way. It lacks basic safety features we take for granted, like driver and passenger airbags. In a world of modern, distracted driving, a 1994 Passport is essentially a steel box with very little between you and the steering column. It's a worst-year contender simply because of the safety deficit. Number 2. 1996 Honda Passport. This was supposed to be an upgrade year with more power, but it became one of the years to avoid because of documented issues with head gasket failures and chronic engine overheating. The water pump impellers were known to corrode, leading to a lack of circulation that would cook the V6. If you want something reliable, the 96 is a gamble you don't want to take. Number 3. 1998 to 2002 Honda Passport. This is the big one. If you're looking to buy used, steer clear of this generation, unless you live in a desert and have a lift kit ready for inspection. These models are famous for a massive NHTSA recall regarding frame corrosion. Specifically, the front brackets for the rear suspension lower trailing links could literally rot away and detach from the frame. Imagine driving 65 miles per hour and having your rear axle decide it wants to go a different direction. It's not just the worst year, it's a safety hazard. While Honda offered buybacks or repairs back in 2010, many of these vehicles are now ticking rust bombs. Number 4. 2019 Honda Passport. I know, it looks great on paper. 280 horsepower, plenty of room, Apple CarPlay. What's not to love? Well, the 2019 is one of the most complained about years to avoid in recent Honda history. Two major reasons. Owners reported terrifying crackling, popping, and snapping sounds coming from the speakers, followed by the entire infotainment screen going black. It's a fiber optic connection issue that resulted in a massive extended warranty. This was the first year the Passport used the ZF9HP. Early units were jerky, hesitant, and in some scary cases would shift themselves into neutral while driving. If you're looking to buy used, skip the first year of the reboot. It's definitely not the most reliable choice. Best years to buy. Number 4. 2021 Honda Passport. By 2021, Honda had listened. Most of the infotainment popping issues were addressed through technical service bulletins and hardware updates. The transmission software was also significantly smoothed out. If you're hunting for the Honda Passport best years to buy used on a budget, the 2021 is a fantastic value. It has the older, more rounded styling, but features the refined internals of the later years. Number 3. 1995 Honda Passport. Wait, there's a 90s model that's actually okay? Yes, if you absolutely need that classic Isuzu build, the 1995 model is arguably the Honda Passport best years to buy used from the first generation. This was the year they finally added airbags and improved the V6 engine's output.
It managed to dodge the severe, widespread rust recalls of the later second-gen models, and is considered the most reliable of the early era, provided you find one that hasn't spent its life in the salt belt.
Number 2. 2024-2025 Honda Passport. If you want the absolute best and worst terrain handling capability, best in class, worst for your wallet, these are the years. For 2024, Honda revamped the TrailSport. It's not just a trim package anymore. It has a specially tuned off-road suspension with more articulation and general grabber AT Sport tires. It also got a wider center console that can actually hold a full-size tablet. For anyone wanting a reliable adventure rig that still handles like a Honda on the pavement, the 2024-2025 models are the peak. Number 1. 2022-2023 Honda Passport. These are arguably the Honda Passport best years to buy used for most people. Why? Honda finally perfected the infotainment system. The physical volume knob is there, thank goodness, and the transmission lag is largely a thing of the past. These years are incredibly reliable, offering the perfect mix of modern safety, Honda sensing, and proven mechanicals. If you want the most peace of mind when looking to buy used, this is your target. The Honda Passport is a fantastic SUV, but it's a tale of two cities. At the end of the day, a reliable Honda is one that's been maintained. If you find a well-serviced 2021 Elite, you're getting one of the best all-around vehicles on the road today. It's got the space, the power, and that legendary IVTM4 system that makes winter driving a breeze. What do you think? Do you own a Passport? Have you dealt with the popping infotainment or the 90s rust? Let me know in the comments below. Drive safe.